Okay, I'm back now with my loose games. I thought I would start with Silent Service. This is the game that convinced me to buy an NES. Up until that time, all I had was an Atari VCS or 2600, and I didn't really like it, but I still have it. And I have a lot of games for it, but I don't ever play them. Anyway, I went to Toys R Us to buy an NES based on this game, and I went in there and saw that there was a system by Sega called the Master System. And while I was familiar with Sega from their arcade games, I didn't know they had a console because, in North America they didn't really advertise it. So I was going back and forth in Toys R Us between the Sega Master System games and the Nintendo Entertainment System games. Which system do I get? The NES, which is this big system and has the most games. The Master System, which has all the games that I liked in the arcades, the Sega games. I wound up buying the Sega Master System and never regretted it. But I later bought a Nintendo Entertainment System. And I later bought this game, although not until years later, after the NES was discontinued. I bought it used, of course. Cessnaace, which is kind of hard to make out the name of it because it's in a strange font. For those of us who are visually impaired, it is a really bad font. Marble Madness. Bigfoot by the makers of really bad games. Acclaim. Kind of an ironic name. Okay, Defender 2. I've been playing this game a lot lately on my Yobo FC Twin, and it comes in handy playing it on the FC Twin because the controllers have a turbo function, and I need TurboFire playing this game. Stealth something or other. You need a magnifying glass to read the small print under it, and of course with my trimmers I cannot make it steady enough to read. I do have trimmers, but I am on medication for that. Twin Eagle. Legendary Wings. And I forgot to look at what time it was when I started recording, and there's no running time on this thing, so I have no idea where I am, so hopefully I don't go over. Superman. Can't go wrong with a game licensed from a movie, now can you? Okay, this game is obviously not mine because it wasn't mine originally, I should say, because my name's not Chris K. But it is Disneyland Adventures or something like that. This was a launch title. Pinball. And I'm down for pinball. Any pinball game, I'll buy it. Okay, this was also bought used, so obviously I wasn't the one who wrote my name on it. I really don't like it when people do that. Super Mario Brothers 2, which I obviously paid $5 for. Archon. I'm going to be running out of room soon, I think. Wizards and Warriors. Okay, The Simpsons, Bart versus the World. And those are not my initials. Ghostbusters, which is a bad game. Ironically, because it's from the same company, really, it's the version that came out on the Sega Master System. Well, I should say, it's a different company. Activision developed the original game for the NES and the version that was on the computer, and they licensed it to Sega to make for the Master System. And Sega made a much better game. Okay, Rad Racer. You can't have an NES without Rad Racer, now can you? Like pinball games, racing games are another love of mine. Pinbot, another pinball game. And if by any chance you see the same game more than once, it's not because I'm reaching down and getting it again. I have multiple copies of some games. Breakthrough. Not hard to see that, but yeah, Breakthrough. Putting that east. In just a second. Running out of room here. Hopefully I don't scare the cat. I'm doing this. Oh, Buster. Buster is the really skittish one. I have trouble telling the difference between him and Suzuki because they're both identical, except for Suzuki has a crest on her chest. And they're both girl cats, by the way. Might think Buster is a guy cat? No. Dash Galaxy and whatever. Can't read it without taking my glasses off. I'm very nearsighted. But it's a pretty nice looking cartridge. Not a good game, but a nice looking cartridge. Journey to Silius. Okay, Thundercade. And yes, I did look over my glasses there. Star Voyager. I do have the manual for this, which I can't remember how I came across, but it's a good thing because I can't play this game without the manual. I had a hard time figuring it out. Okay, Ghostbusters 2 by Activision. Another bad Ghostbusters game. If you're going to play an 8-bit Ghostbusters game, stay away from the 2 NES games and go for the Master System. Surprise, surprise, another pinball game, Pinball Quest. Ooh, another movie license game by Acclaim, Total Recall. And Rocket Ranger. Now, I think I'll stop now because I need to make some more room again. And I've noticed a little mini right here that it takes forever to upload videos to YouTube. And in fact, it usually takes 3 times longer to upload them than it does to shoot them. So, I'll end this one now. Stay awesome.